Hey, what's up guys? It's Jerry, Duke, and Theo, and we're here at TJ with Duke from Propello Life. We want to do a quick Q&A with Duke. We've been getting a lot of questions about the supplements, what's in them, why should I use a pre-workout, should I use aminos, when and why. We've been talking to you guys. We figured this Q&A section will be a little more helpful, and we got the Master Duke here. So if you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and ask. Duke, so tell us kind of what's been going on with Propello Life.
Yeah, so we're a local company. We're based out of Dublin, Ohio, and we have a full range of products. So we've got two different types of proteins. We've got a vegan option, which you see right here. We have that in chocolate and vanilla. We also have a whey protein, which is a dairy-based protein. We have that in chocolate and vanilla as well. We have rejuvenating aminos, which are our most flexible product. You can use those before a workout, during a workout, after a workout. About 80% of people tend to use them as a recovery product, so kind of throughout the day. And then we have a pre-workout. And really the key difference with a pre-workout is it's a low stim pre-workout, so it shouldn't give you any jitters. You know, you shouldn't feel it in your heart. And then we've kind of dosed everything, so it's a full dose, it's efficacious, there's no proprietary blend, so it's a nice, effective pre-workout, but it's not one of those crazy ones that you've read about.
I agree. I use the pre-workout all the time. It doesn't give you these jitters that Duke was talking about, and you don't have a crash after your workout. It keeps you well leveled throughout your whole workout, and it gives you a great pump. And I'm using the aminos as a recovery too. Sometimes I use them before and during, but I like using the aminos as a recovery drink. And sometimes at night when you feel kind of hungry and I'm like, I know I'm going to sleep in like an hour or two, instead of having something to eat, I'm having some aminos, and works perfect for me.
Yeah, and the other thing is we've added some electrolytes to the aminos because a lot of people struggle with staying hydrated throughout the day. So it's nice that they have some electrolytes in there that help you keep you hydrated, keep your metabolism up. Just a nice little benefit.
Yeah, so let's, while we're on the aminos, let's stick there. So tell us about the aminos. I mean, obviously the consumer has lots of choice here in TJ. This is our only brand. This is our only aminos we sell. Why should they go here as opposed to Amazon or wherever and purchase the thousands of different amino acids on the market?
Yeah, so good question. There's a lot of aminos out there. And by and large, aminos are great for muscle recovery, for preventing muscle wasting, for reducing muscle soreness. So, you know, nobody likes to be sore the next day after a workout. This is a great product that helps limit how much soreness you get or completely eliminate it. They can also kind of give you an energy boost. So, you know, that 2-3 o'clock slump, aminos are great at preventing that. So you don't have to turn to that sugary drink or that extra cup of coffee or Diet Coke. You can turn to a healthier alternative, which is going to give you benefits for your workout. What makes Propello Life better than all the other ones you'll see out on the market? They're vegan. 80% of leucine, one of the 3 amino acids in the branched chain amino acids, 80% of that is sourced from bird feathers out of China.
Bird feathers?
Yes, it's very, very gross. I learned this way too long after I was consuming aminos. And so I have consumed a lot of bird feathers in my day.
Me too. A ton of them.
When I found that out, I stopped that. I said there has to be a better source. Ours are sourced from vegetables. They're vegan sourced, so that's why we call out the vegan aminos on the can. Also, ours are non-GMO, and they're free of artificial ingredients. So no artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial preservatives. So you know that it's free of chemicals, where a lot of supplements out in the market, they're gonna hide that kind of stuff into the can. They're not gonna disclose it. They're gonna put it in a proprietary blend. So it's all about trust and letting people know what you're giving them.
They're hiding the bird feathers? Why would they do that? Who doesn't like bird feathers?
Yeah.
But
So it's a super clean product, what you're saying. You know, we're not hiding anything. Everything's on the back label there. Going into the pre-workouts, we have obviously guys working here. We have girls working here. We have small girls, tall girls, big guys. How would you recommend dosing this, especially for a first-time user looking at into like a pre-workout supplement, looking to boost up their workout, whether it's morning or afternoon? What would you say for the dosing for them, or some advice?
Yeah, so really it's this formula is dosed to be a full efficacious dose of the key ingredients, and you see them right there on the back panel and on the front. So you've got creatine monohydrate for strength, you've got citrulline malate for blood flow, you've got beta-alanine for endurance, and you've got beta-ine, which makes creatine work better, and it also makes you feel good, so it just kind of lifts your mood. and levels you out. So betainine's a really kind of cool ingredient. And I put the exact amount in there that gets you those benefits. I don't go above that limit like a lot of companies, and I definitely don't go below it, which we call fairy dusting in the industry. A lot of people put it on their labels, say they're giving you this, they'll claim it that it's going to increase your strength or your endurance, and they're going to give you a tenth, a quarter, a half of the dose, so you're really not getting that benefit. And then what they end up doing is they put in all this caffeine for stimulant. They're going to put in way too much beta-alanine, which could make your skin tingle and itch. They're going to give you niacin, which is going to make your skin flush. So you're going to, like, your heart's going to be racing, your skin's going to be itching, and you're going to feel like you're burning and sweating.
Yeah. So they give you the feeling, but the benefit's not there.
But there's no benefit. So yeah, so we really took all that feeling out of this and gave you a product that is actually going to deliver the better workout that you're looking for. And then there's a lot of misconception around creatine. A lot of people think it's going to, hurt your organs, or it's going to make me big and puffy, or it's a steroid. It's none of those things. It's actually the safest supplement. It's the most studied supplement. The creatine monohydrate form. There's also lots of different types of creatine out there.
Yes.
So creatine monohydrate is the safest. It's the most studied. It's not going to hurt you. It's safe for men. It's safe for women. If you have a high school athlete, talk to your doctor about, if you're going to supplement with this, it's always best to talk to your doctor first. For anyone under 18, but it is a very safe ingredient for everybody, and it will give you a better workout.
So is it from a strictly a performance standpoint? Is the creatine? Because again, like you said, I've had a lot of the girls come in here and are concerned that, hey, this has a small amount of creatine in here, it's going to make me jacked. And I'm going to walk in here tomorrow looking like Theo and have a beard.
Why not?
It is November, so beards are in because it's November. But no, it's not going to. And creatine's not going to make you will retain a little bit of extra water, but it's going to be in your muscle. It's not going to make you look bloated or puffy. I am on creatine every single day. I take this every single day. And the reason I do that is because creatine and beta-alanine build up in your system over a 30-day period. So you'll get the most benefit from it by taking it every day. That's not saying you're not going to get a benefit if you don't take it every day. You're just going to get more of the benefits from creatine and beta-alanine by taking it every day because they build up in your muscles. But you're not going to get puffy. You're not going to retain water. And I didn't get huge, and I'm a guy. Yeah. Women aren't going to get big because you don't have testosterone. And you just don't have high enough levels. You have naturally a low amount. And so no matter how much you lift and work out, and no matter how heavy you lift, you're not going to get big because you just don't have enough testosterone to get big, but you will get strong. So,
yeah. Awesome. Cool. So if you guys are still watching us, remember guys, this is an interactive session. So if you guys have questions for Duke, now's your time. You can go ahead and type in the comment section down there, and that question will pop right up. So moving now, I guess we can go into the protein. A big thing that we've talked about with the clients is timing of the protein shake around the workout. Do I take the protein shake an hour before? Do I take the protein shake an hour after? When does a protein shake come into play?
Yeah, so good question. Protein, it really all depends on a few different factors. Who you are, your body type, how you're sensitive to what types of macro ingredients. And then it's also, are you working out in the morning? Are you working out in the afternoon? Are you working out mid-morning? So you just want to make sure, like, if you're a person with a very high metabolism and you're trying to get stronger, and you're working out first thing in the morning, you haven't eaten anything, you probably want to try to eat something. And so that's where you could turn to the amino acids, the rejuvenating aminos, or you could turn to having a shake before you. So for me personally, I do a scoop of the vegan protein with a serving of oatmeal. So I get about 40 grams of complex carbs with about 20 grams of protein an hour before my workout. I do that every single morning before I work out right in at about 6 a.m. So that's what I do. You don't want to take protein during unless you have like an iron stomach. Afterwards, as quickly as possible, really. You've got about a 2-hour window where your muscles are going to be like sponges where they're looking for protein and carbohydrates. So what I do is I eat a banana right after my workout, so it's fast-acting, fast-digesting carbs, spikes your insulin because while you're working out, your cortisol levels rise, your insulin levels drop, so you want to reverse that and get into that recovery process as quick as possible. And then I have another serving of protein, about another 20 to 30 grams, and that one you want to dose based on your weight and on your own personal goals. So, women, you might want to be around 15 to 25. Bigger men that are up in the 200-pound range, you might want to go a little bit higher, but your body can only absorb so much protein during one meal, so you don't want to go put 40, 50, 60 grams of protein in a shake, drink it and think you're going to get that much more benefit. More isn't always better.
Gotcha. So this is obviously the aminos are fast acting. You have the protein, a little more time to digest.
Yep.
Post-workout, do I take this, then I take this? Do I swap them? Does it matter? What do you recommend?
It comes down to, so I prefer the protein shakes right after the workout with some fruit. So banana, apple, something fast acting. So you're getting some whole foods. Don't get processed carbohydrates. You don't need a meal replacement or a gainer product. Get your protein because no one wants to sit down and really eat a piece of chicken or steak right after a workout. At least my stomach doesn't want all that. That's why I turn
to steak. Good workout at steak.
Iron stomach on this guy. And so I always turn to the protein powders after the workout, but then I try to use the real food as much as possible. And that's really what Propello Life stands for. But if you still have a lot of stomach issues and drinking a protein shake isn't really your thing, yeah, this would be a lot lighter and a lot easier, and it's going to get you 80% of those benefits. So I usually do this right after, and then I do this, a couple hours after or midday, like I said, to avoid that 2 o'clock slump.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can use the protein any time of the day, really. You can have it as a snack, you can have it as a post-workout,
Yep.
You can have it with your breakfast, like you said, have it later in the day.
Yeah, I have 3 small kids, all under 7, 5, and 3, and my wife and I are running ragged every morning. So, she turned to it this morning. She did a scoop of this, 8 ounces of almond milk, a handful of spinach, and 3 frozen pineapples, frozen pineapple bags she gets from Costco.
Yeah.
And she throws it into a NutriBullet blender, blends it up, and that's her breakfast.
That's what my wife does too.
It's just
awesome.
It's fast and it's all the macros you want. It's a really healthy breakfast, and it's better than going through a drive-thru.
Absolutely, yeah. So for the first-time consumer out there, the person that's like, maybe do I need supplements? Is it going to help me? What should I do? Obviously, the person who has never taken supplements before, going from 0 to 100 and taking all these products the next day, probably not a good idea.
It would be a lot. That would be a very big jump.
Yeah.
What I would say is talk to you guys, talk to a nutritionist. So if you are getting into a workout plan, your body's going to be going through a lot of changes. You're probably going to be making positive improvements to your diet, and these are going to be great to supplement those positive changes. So as an active adult or as an active athlete, your diet's not always going to cover all the bases. These things will help cover those missed spots, but they're also for people with crazy hectic lives where you're on the go and you want a healthy alternative, so you turn to that breakfast shake or that between meal snack. Instead of grabbing a candy bar, a protein shake is going to be a much better option.
Gotcha. Awesome. So I guess any last minute advice for that person that's interested in buying or is thinking about buying, any specific product you recommend, kind of for that last person?
Our best sellers, the aminos. People love to drink these every single day. It's a great way to get some extra electrolytes into the water you drink, so it's a great alternative to swap out a Coke or a Diet Coke or some sort of latte. Get that energy boost. But yeah, talk to your trainers. Ask them questions. See what's best for you personally, and then they'll steer you to the right one.
Those aminos help me a lot get my water intake every day. Like, it helped me a lot. I like drinking water, but the aminos made it so much easier.
Yep.
Like, so much easier finishing my water every day.
Yeah, and very cool news. What's kind of tell us a little sneak peek on what's coming up? Can you let everyone in on it?
Yeah, so we have another flavor of aminos coming. We're targeting beginning of January. It's a tea-based amino, so it's black tea leaf. Pineapple and mint is the flavor. It tastes awesome, plus it has 30 milligrams of caffeine per serving. So if you need that 2 o'clock pick-me-up, this product is perfect for us.
A little bit of boost. Awesome. So hopefully we'll be getting some samples in, maybe a sneak peek before January.
That's the hope. That is the hope. I want it for my own personal use, so I'm pushing for it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Duke, for having us. If you guys have any more questions, you guys can comment down below. Maybe we can talk Duke to check in the post later and kind of answer any more questions you guys may have.
Yeah, perfect.
Sound good?
Thanks, guys.